Hey, loves! I'm Kicherra and welcome back to my channel, Kicherra Creates. I am an artist, instructor, and a life coach, and I am here to bring you your daily dose of motivation and inspiration with my beautiful therapeutic art gratitude journal. So, before we get into today's affirmation, I just want to say I do need to apologize. I've been away for a little bit, but I am back and I am here to stay. So, thank you guys for reaching out to me and just checking on me. I appreciate you guys. Thank you, thank you. Now, with that out the way, this lovely affirmation is all about the beautiful energy of wealth. So, for the next couple of days, I want to do a little mini affirmation series focusing on prosperity affirmations and ways in which that you can bring and draw and manifest wealth and prosperity and abundance into your life. So I always write my journal entries with, I am so happy and grateful now that I have. And you see it has wealth with all the beautiful money symbols and all of this lovely frequency and energy intertwining and interweaving, manifesting and drawing into me. So that was my inspiration for this lovely artistic affirmation. Now, how can you draw wealth into your life? How can you manifest wealth into your life? How can you keep your mind focused on prosperity and wealth and abundance and the things that you would like to achieve? First and foremost, in order to have a wealthy, prosperous life, you first have to know, what do you want? Ask yourself, what do I want? What does wealth mean to me? How can I be wealthy? If I had abundance of wealth, what would I want to do? First, ask yourself, what do I want? Once you realize what you want and you ask yourself, what is it that I want? Your mind will automatically start to subconsciously think of scenarios and situations that bring to your mind the things that you might not even remember that you wanted. Next, after you decide what you want, decipher your goals out of what you want. So for me as an example, at the beginning of this year, I knew that I wanted to be more self-sufficient. I knew that I wanted to have more freedom. I knew that I wanted to have more creativity, and I wanted to feel more valuable in the work that I did. So I started thinking of, what did I want? And then I came up with the goal. I said, I'm an artist, I'm an instructor. I've been working in art studios and teaching classes for this school and that school, and I was just tired of working for other people. So I knew that I wanted to work for me. I gave myself to the goal to start a YouTube channel, and I just allowed it to manifest from there. But first, it all started with, what did I want? I knew I wanted to be self-sufficient. I knew I wanted to have something that I had control over. I figured out what I wanted to do. I focused on that goal, and I kept going, and kept staying persistent towards that. Now, after you decipher what you want to do, and after you find goals to focus on or steps to take in regards to achieving what you want or achieving that goal, remember to invest into yourself. A lot of times people, especially when they are starting businesses, they feel like they're going to lose money if they purchase this or if they purchase that. One thing I will say is that the number one thing that you can invest into is your own self. Like for me, for instance, I went and found mentors and programs and opportunities that I could use to invest into myself so that I would be able to be successful in my channel and in my business and things of that nature. Now, what is $50 to you if you're able to use that $50 to fulfill your goals and your purpose? So instead of focusing on, hey, I want to make this happen, there's someone that I look up to and admire, they offer a course telling me how to do it, but I don't want to spend $50. Really think about, is that $50 worth the investment? Is that $50 going to help elevate you to a higher level in your life? If so, then it is worth the investment of that $50. You have to invest in yourself and you have to invest in your goals if you want them to come into fruition. So, first we said you got to know what you want. 2, you got to focus on your goals to bring those goals into fruition. 3, you have to invest in yourself. You have to invest in yourself. 4, you have to keep learning. In order to stay prosperous, in order to keep up with the frequency and the energy of abundance, you have to keep learning. You have to keep brainstorming. You have to continue to want to grow and to develop. If you stop learning, you become stagnant and you lose your growth. So if you are already a person that is in a prosperous position, or if you already feel like you have a good amount of abundance in your life, if you just stop there, then you will notice that you will start to lose that abundance and you will start to lose that prosperity. So in order to keep the wealth coming and to allow it to accumulate, you have to keep learning. You have to keep learning new techniques. You have to keep learning new marketing strategies. You have to keep learning new information for whatever it is that you feel like you need to grow in. So we're talking about wealth at this moment. So let's say if you never looked into cryptocurrency, or if you never looked into the law of attraction, or if you never learned about stocks, or if you never learned about affiliate marketing, or any of these other a million different ways in which you can make money nowadays in this society, go ahead and do it. I mean, you don't even have to spend money to get this knowledge anyway. We're on YouTube right now. There's a plethora, millions of videos that you can watch in regards to whatever it is that you want to learn. Now, after that, the very last thing, and I think the most important thing, is to think big, use your imagination. In order to be a wealthy, prosperous, abundant person, you have to first think it and then you can achieve it. You have to have an imagination. You have to think large. You have to think big. Anyone who has ever been successful and who has ever achieved anything, were all people that had really big imaginations and thought things in abundance into fruition. They didn't just go with the norm of what this person says or it's always worked this way. They thought for their own selves and came up with solutions that allowed them to be elevated to a point in society where they were able to be wealthy and prosperous just because they thought and used their imagination on their own, instead of doing what everyone else says you can do. Oh, I was always told I have to go to school. Oh, I was always told I have to have this degree. Oh, I can't do this, I can't do that. You could do whatever you want to. All you have to do is think that you can do it. Once you realize and put your mind to it that you can do it, know what you want, focus on your goals, invest in yourself, keep going, and make it happen. You are capable. You can do whatever it is that you imagine you can do. Now, if you are in a season in your life where you're feeling, insecure in regards to your finances, insecure in regards to the things that you need and your provisions and all of those things, the number one way to combat that mind state is by using affirmations, which is why I do an artistic gratitude journal entry. This just helps me to keep my mind focused on the things that I want. Not only that, but you can also speak your affirmations. And if you're not really familiar with affirmations or the law of attraction, or if you don't want that process, another thing that you can do is just try to be more conscious about the thoughts that you keep. So, for instance, if you notice that you are having a thought like, oh, I don't have enough money, I don't have enough money, instead of allowing that thought to stay in your mind, you have the ability to either accept or reject that thought. So if that is not the perspective that you would like to keep, when that thought comes into your mind that, oh, I do not have enough money, instead of saying I do not have enough money, think, how can I develop more money? What are some ways in which I can gain more money? And allow your mind to start thinking that way, because then you start thinking and brainstorming on what you can do to achieve those goals, instead of staying stuck in that energy of lack and frustration, which is only going to push away the wealth and abundance that you want. So once you realize that you are having negative thoughts, once you are aware of it, go ahead and combat that negative thought with 3 positive thoughts. So the example like I just used is, oh my God, I don't have enough money. When you say that to yourself, you need to say, I am prosperous, I am prosperous, I am prosperous. Or I am wealthy, I am wealthy, I am wealthy. Or I have enough, I have enough, I have enough. Or you can ask yourself a question, like I mentioned earlier, how can I attain this wealth? How can I become more prosperous? How can I achieve abundance and fulfill my goals? So those are just a few tips, tricks, all those beautiful things that I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing, all of that. Thank you, loves, for all of your beautiful donations. I appreciate you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, make sure, because I am getting extremely booked up. If you want to book a therapy session with me or a paint party with me, or if you want to check out any of my artwork or any of that, all the information is linked below. I love and I appreciate you guys. I will see you all soon. Have a blessed day. Bye.